Pinoy radio on. Few moments later and my favorite song comes on. I'm feeling happy, dance to the beat. Filipino music makes me feel free. The music touches my soul, makes me feel high. I'm loving life, proud to be Pinay. There's no other place that makes me feel home than tuning into PinoyRadio.com. This is the music of my life, fills me with love and so much pride.
We would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio. Emanating from MCBN Broadcast Center, you're all Filipino Radio. PinoyRadio.com. PinoyRadio.com. Minagaza Broadcasting Network Incorporated. This is PinoyRadio.com.
Playing the latest hits.
Today's best Philippine music.
Linggo na naman, kabayan. Walang masyadong ginagawa at pakuya-kuya-kuy lang. Abay, atin ang samahan si Joey A. Paul para sa masayang 2 oras na balitaan, kwentuhan, palitan ng kuro-kuro, mayroon ding pagpapayo at kung ano-ano pa. Dito sa programang kagigiliwan nyo, KUYAKUYZ with Joey A. Paul and friends. Mas pinasaya, mas pinarami. Kaya tihamak na rayot ito. Samahan pa ng mga bagong segmento na para sa iyo. KUYAKUYZ with Joey A. Paul and friends.
Yun no! Siyempre, hello dyan sa mga puwet malu at mga lodi nating mga listeners all over the world. And siyempre, magandang hapon dito po sa Canada and magandang morning dyan sa Pilipinas. Kung nasaan man yung mga ka-co-host ko ngayon, kung nasaan man kayo, dyan na lang kayo. Huwag na kayong pumunta dito. And so of course, siyempre, samahan niyo po ito ang inyong lingkod na si Joey A. Paul para sa 2 oras na programa dito lang sa Pinoy Radio. Ito ang KUYAKUYZ! Siyempre, 2 oras na kaalamanan, kulitan at mga kuro-kuro. At siyempre, yung mga walang kwentang balita na gawin nating makakwenta-kwenta. But you know what guys, I'm very much honored ngayong episode na to kasi I think ito lang siguro yung pinakaunang legitimate na meron tayong legitimate na guest. Joke lang na parang under sa government natin. And bago ko siya pakilala mamaya, gusto ko lang batiin ang lahat ng mga listeners natin dyan na nakikinig. Of course, I'd like to greet Tito Mana Cario. Unfortunately, you weren't able to make it, but but at least andito kami ngayon. Kasama namin ang inyong napakamahal na mamaya, sabihin natin. And of course, kay Adormeo Ace Anthony, kay Nikki Eileen Nicole, and siyempre sa bago kong kaibigan na si Nafson Tolentino. Bro, magandang hapon dyan sa'yo from Robinson's Land. Siyempre, Ryan Orlanda, and ayan, kay Tito Bass. Kay Tito Tots pala, Tito Bass Mumbase. And of course, siyempre kasama natin, DJ Ryan, bumati ka naman dyan.
Ayun, magandang umaga po sa lahat ng mga nasa Pilipinas at magandang hapon din dito sa lahat mga Pilipino dito sa Toronto.
Ginalingan mo yung boses eh. Parang talo ako dun eh. Pero siyempre, wag na nating patagalin guys. To all our listeners out there, not just here in Toronto, in Ontario, and even in the Philippines, this is such an opportunity, and I'm truly honored and privileged na to for having her in our show. And we're actually making history here guys. The first ever Filipino who is actually an official nominee for Conservative in the province of Ontario. Wag na nating patagalin pa. Without further ado, I'm very much happy and privileged to be introducing to you Attorney Angeli Pase.
Thank you, Joey. What a wonderful welcome. Thank you to you all. Thank you, Joey.
Ayos, grabe. So, yeah, buwati ko muna. You can You can bati our friends out there.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It's a privilege to be here in a cool show. Forgive me, I'm a little nerdy, but I hope that I can entertain you as well. And it's a great privilege to be able to have your audience today. Thank you so much.
No, we love you to be nerdy because we're actually nerd. Everyone here for the show is actually nerdy. And sabi nga ni Tito Manacario, Pinoy must rise at KUYAKUYZ, of course. Siyempre, and of course kay Tita Marisa Andrada. Hey, how would I address you? Honorable?
Joey, you can call me Angeli, no problem.
Like, yeah.
Until I'm elected, and then it's honorable.
Honorable, like, yeah. Because right now, well, like, yeah, we can start even calling you honorable.
Oh,
so
no.
Get used to it.
Oh my goodness.
We will claim it.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
but no, it would be an honor for me to serve all of you, truly. I think that's why they probably use that name, honorable, because it's an honor to serve all the people.
Oh my goodness, that's actually a very honorable statement. Ngayon ko lang din alamin, and it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes,
honorable because you are honoring the people who you are serving with.
That's right. And we need to keep that honor and keep that high expectation for us to do public good. That's
it's really an honor for all Filipinos for you to be the official nominee for provincial nomination.
Thank you, Joey.
So anyways, we will talk about your area.
Sure.
So which area is that here in Ontario?
Okay, so I'm from Mississauga. I grew up in Mississauga. I was born in North York, actually. But I grew up in Mississauga and then went to Quebec for 20 years and then came back to Mississauga to run for office. And that's why I'm bilingual and I can speak French.
I don't think you're just bilingual. I think you're multilingual.
Yes, it's several languages. But the funny thing is, so I always spoke Tagalog to my grandmother and sometimes to my parents, but my parents would always laugh at me because they would always say, "You sound like an inchik." I said, "Well, what am I supposed to do?"
Speaking of you sounded like an inject, maybe I will ask you to greet our kababayans out there in Tagalog.
Kumusta ka tayo? Kumusta ka lahat? How are you all doing?
How about in French?
Oh oui, bonjour tout le monde. Je suis très fière d'être ici aujourd'hui. See, it's a big difference. It's true. When you're I did law school all in French. And so when you're totally immersed, and I always ask my parents, why is there no Filipino school? And today, and I tell you, once I'm elected, I would like to ensure because there's a whole generation of Filipino Canadians who cannot speak very well, right? And we are ashamed of it. But it was the timing of the immigration of the family, and it was we were a huge minority when I was growing up. I was only like one of 3 Filipinos in a class of like 35 of people, and so we never had the chance to learn proper grammar, to read. I read Il Filibusterismo and Noli Me Tangere. I loved those books. I love them, and I was sad that we didn't have access to Philippine literature, Philippine music. I did go to the Philippines and learn all the kundimans, and learn about all the beautiful culture. My experience really was as a diasporic Filipino in North America. So, I'd like to make sure that there should be some educational programs supported by the government.
That's actually very interesting because I don't know if you know that I run for a Catholic school board trustee.
Yes.
That was 2014, right?
Yes.
And then one of my platforms, in fact, I wanted to introduce Filipino as a subject. Like it's not a mandatory, of course.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be an option for Filipino students to take up Filipino class.
Yes.
Because it's very important.
It is, Joey, and I want you to pursue that, to keep pursuing that. Yes. I will be there to endorse you, and I can't wait for that time.
Oh my goodness. We'll see. We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Yes, absolutely. But don't give up that fight, because I need as many people advocating for that so that when it comes time where I table that to have funds set aside, it will be a no-brainer. Everyone will have to say yes. All my caucus members will have to say yes, because if they don't, their Filipino constituents are going to riot. So, but speaking of which, there's a Filipino Heritage Month bill that was tabled,
that's
right?
Exactly.
And I helped to write that.
Wow.
The one that was tabled by MPP Raymond Cho, of Scarborough Rouge River.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Yes, thank you. Because the one that was tabled by the NDP, I have to say, was only 3-4 lines. There was really no substance to it. But the one that I helped to draft, I put a specific paragraph in there.
What was that?
I wish I had it verbatim here in front of my face. But the thing is, I put a special paragraph in there to open the door for educational programs and support for funding for educational programs to ensure for the language and for Filipino diasporic experiences and Filipino heritage. So because I didn't want a Filipino Heritage Month to be just some token, celebration.
Yes, exactly.
We celebrate our food, we celebrate our music,
our culture.
But what about our historical impact on Canada? This is huge.
That's true. Makes sense.
This is huge, and frankly, there's so many Filipinos in Canada now,
we
and
are third, I believe.
That's,
right? Third,
immigrants. That's right. And our languages are being spoken all across the country. So I wanted that Filipino Heritage Month bill to have teeth in it, and I hope it passes. I hope that bill passes because I know it was written by a Filipino, tabled by a Filipino lover, meaning like a person who supports our community, and I know all Filipinos will benefit from that bill.
Oh my goodness! You know what? Hearing from you right now, talking, and you can feel the passion. You can feel the dedication. Like the sincerity. No, seriously.
Thank you, Joey.
I've seen you a couple of times, but of course, today it's really face to face.
Yes.
But the usual question for a lot of people.
Yes.
Why did you run for office?
Well, okay, as a child, I always loved Abraham Lincoln. I loved John F. Kennedy, but my parents wanted me to be a doctor because it was my brother who they actually thought was going to become a politician. But the thing is, my brother loved to cook, and he was like a handy guy. So then when I started seeing how Filipinos were having a hard time with foreign accreditation and all that, and when I was exposed to environmentalism and animal rights. Right away, I fell in love with the idea of becoming a lawyer. And so from that point, I changed because from
doctor to lawyer.
Yeah, when you go to a Christmas party, when the kids are there, they always say, "Okay, tell them what you want to be when you grow up." I know. So my parents always say, "Tell them you want to be a doctor." But then one day, I stood up and said, "I want to be a lawyer," and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" They were all magulat, and because they didn't know that I had been thinking about that on my own. So yeah. So from a very young age, I knew I wanted to create justice in the world, and then from that point on, it was a determined, committed decision to do everything I possibly could to prepare for myself for the day. And today is the day, and June 7th, 2018 will be the real day. And I want to make our community proud, but most of all, why am I running? Because I want to lift our community. I want to improve Ontario. I want to help every cultural community that is the fabric of Canadian society, and I know I can do it with my education and my work experience. And I'm ready to fight the good fight.
Woo! Yeah. Oh my God. Guys, narinig niyo ba yun? Sino ba hindi boboto kay Angeli Pasis? Oh my goodness. Guys, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, you are feel free to comment on Facebook. But I don't think Angeli can stay longer because he has a lot of commitments as well. But DJ Ryan, do you have any questions for Angeli?
Okay. I heard everything kanina.
That's right.
Ryan's so good. He's so patiently there. Yes. But I love our culture has so much to offer to the Canadian people if we could just be part of the legislative and government narrative.
That's right. Because again, a lot of people doesn't know, especially for Filipinos.
Yes.
For Filipinos, they don't know what is the MPP's role, or what can you help, and how does it impact the Filipino here in Canada?
Yes. So there are 3 levels of government: and municipal, provincial, and federal. Now everyone always asks, Angeli, why didn't you run for MP? And I simply say because I would not be a good federal MP if I did not work first provincially.
Wow.
Now let me tell you why is because provincially the provincial government touches our lives every single day. Okay, with the jurisdictional matters that they cover. So we're talking about education, Medicare, public transport, economic development.
MPPs, right?
Yes.
You can basically reach to those people.
Yes.
Closer.
So hospitals. When you go into a hospital, that's our jurisdiction. When you go to school, that's our jurisdiction.
Education, okay.
But when you take the public transport, or if you take a highway, that's our jurisdiction. So so I wanted to work in a place in the trenches to learn as much as I possibly could on how to problem solve in the trenches before taking the step to do federal, where I'd be working now the entire country. So if you know how to deal with what in the micro, you can deal with the macro.
Exactly. You wanted to know the minute problems first.
Yes, local problems in order to represent federally. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
See,
And I have a big plan. It's 20 years, and I really hope that the community will be behind me for those 20 years.
speaking of a big plan, right? Like, I know that we don't have much time, but in terms of like, what is your major plan for the Filipinos here in Canada?
Yes. Okay. So there are 3 major areas that I want to impact. Okay. Family reunification is one. Now, and
good.
when I say this, it's hitting several generations. Like my parents were of a generation where they immigrated here in 1963. Okay. So, so they're from that generation, which would benefit from like all the broader policies. But I'm going to target people who have only been here for, let's say, 15 years or who are still processing. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because these questions are very pertinent to the large population of Filipinos that we have. So family reunification is absolutely one. Okay. Number 2 is foreign accreditation. Everyone talks about this, and no one has solved this problem. And I can tell you, this is a provincial problem. So when Justin Trudeau or any prime minister says, "Oh, we're going to deal with foreign accreditation," don't listen to them. You know why? Because it's not in their jurisdiction. It's not in their power to fix.
It's going to be under
It's a provincial. Yes, all the colleges, all the boards are provincial when we're talking about the foreign accreditation. So if you hear a provincial politician say, "I'm going to deal with foreign accreditation," you better hope that they're an attorney, because all the foreign accreditation questions are law questions. It's how the board legislates for how to recognize and value the credits of a person's
that's education, right?
Yes, education and work.
Nurses
also
would love that.
Correct. Nurses, doctors, engineers,
and
everyone
like
from a
healthcare
professional order.
professionals, like,
Yes, absolutely.
That's our problem.
Yes,
really.
absolutely.
You have to go back to school, like get units, and like you already have masters in the Philippines,
Yes.
but when you get here, you still have to go back.
That's right.
Like,
and see, so this causes suffering for our people.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and years and years and years of retaking things. My mother was actually a subject of that, and she had to retake the exams over and over again, despite the fact she had training in Harvard and in Boston.
See, exactly.
So all this to say that it's a legal question that has to be fixed, and that's a provincial matter. So I want to attack that. And the third major thing is integration. Okay, now I know Filipinos come to the land of bread and honey, Canada. Okay, and we have so much to offer in terms of our cultural values to reflect into the Canadian populace. Hi. Oh, we have friends who've just come into the studio. I'm so happy to see them.
Yeah.
But all this to say that I want Filipinos to be proud of their culture, and at the same time be proud and feel unencumbered that they are not being pulled back from contributing to the narrative of Canada. And so right now, let me talk about young kids who come with their caregiver mothers who have become permanent residents. They're having such a hard time with integration. Why? Public school system is not built up yet, or the system, they're experimenting, but the programs are not there to fully appreciate the suffering that they have, and we haven't had this good solutions yet to integrate them well. So then a lot of the kids I've noticed, or that who've come to me for help, they get challenges on how they can succeed in school. Some of them join gangs, they start doing drugs, or they're having problems in the family and home. So all this to say that these are all caused by pressures of migrating. And as a Canadian society, we appreciate that, but we have not yet come up with really effective solutions to really, what we say in French, faire face à notre problème, to really face these problems and tackle them properly. So that's just one example on a micro level, but I want Filipinos to be proud of who they are and integrate strongly into Canadian society. Yes, and we've done that. We're actually the best assimilated types of immigrants without losing your identity. But I want to keep that going, because I feel that the newest generation are feeling a little bit of it's harder for them, and I want to remove this obstacle.
Like a little generation from the Philippines?
Yes,
came from the Philippines?
Yes. So people who have been here maybe between 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
They're having a hard time. The kids are having a hard time.
Adjusting in a sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
So there's 3 impacts, huh?
Yes.
So family reunification, I would love the foreign accreditation.
Yes.
And of course the integration.
And it's all about empowerment, my friends.
Yes.
It's all about empowerment.
But Angeli, how can Filipinos, well, not just Filipinos, of course, like how can we help you, even if your riding is in Mississauga?
Yes. Okay. Well, right now my campaign is directed into a very specific direction. I am trying to get a 10,000 strong voter bloc to come on board and join me to help choose the leader of the Ontario Progressive Conservative Party. What this means is this: there's a leadership race. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about it on the radio or on the news, and we're going to be electing our new leader on March 10th. But in order for you to do that, you've got to be a registered member in order to vote. So February 16th is the deadline to register as a member, and I'm inviting everyone to go on my website, either www.teampasses.ca, Team Passes, or magkaisa.ca.
Magkaisa.ca.
Yes.
I think that's both are easier.
Yes, please join my movement. Help me organize yourselves. We can organize ourselves in a Pinoy block. Go friend me on Facebook. You'll see my new posting there about the Pinoy block. I want us to show our Filipino fierceness and our unification in choosing the leader of the Ontario PC Party. Let's do it!
All right, mabuhay si Angeline Passes! Grabe! See, you were saying you were on here for 10 minutes, but look at that. I know.
So, God bless to all of you. I love all of you. I pray for all of you to have courage. I pray for all of us to unite together. There's no reason to have ingot, okay?
Yes.
We're in this together. Face forward. Let's forge the future of Ontario together.
All right! Oh my goodness. Again, Angeline, it's an honor for you to be here, and of course you are always welcome.
Joey, thank you so much. It's my privilege really to have audience with you, and I can't wait to lift our people up and to get you elected.
And one more thing.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
Yung sa voting na yan, sa pag-join sa kanya sa website na sinabi niya, it's not only for Canadian it's also for
14-year-olds. You can be 14 and vote here, okay? So young people, youth, please don't sit on your don't be texting join. Yes. I want you to vote. And you can be a temporary resident, meaning you're a temporary worker on a work permit. You can be a permanent resident or Canadian. Doesn't matter your legal status. Just register on my website, send me your confirmation, and you'll be part of my voting block, and we're gonna vote all together.
Ayan, narinig nyo ha? We will vote. Para siyempre naman guys, it's about time for us to have a Filipino.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Filipino, not just a candidate, but Filipino officer who's actually in provincial level.
Yes, we have no representation right now in Ontario. None at any level. So
Angeline will be our voice.
Yes, I'd be honored to do so. Please, let's get together and do this.
Hindi lang sa The Voice ha? The Voice. Kasi yung The Voice mamaya, we have a guest later. Yun yung sa The Voice naman.
Oh yes, we have a wonderful voice in the house.
Yeah, so
that's a surprise.
Hello mga kaibigan, mga kapatid. We'll just have to pause for a break, and babalik tayo shortly for another guest. Again, Angeline, thank you so much.
Thank you, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Love you.
At magbabalik ang KUYAKUYZ.
More on KUYAKUYZ craziness right after some words from our sponsors.
You already know smart investors see the big picture when it comes to starting a business. Pure Steam Auto Spa is a franchise opportunity that can save you years and prepare you for business growth now. 75% less than the cost of other franchises and no franchise fees. Pure Steam is looking for business operators in the Toronto area at our 2018 franchise information session on February 24 and 25. Visit www.puresteam.co to register or visit us on Facebook, Pure Steam Auto Spa. Invest smart.
This February, Kabalen is cooking something truly special for you on One Fine Valentine's. Enjoy an evening filled with live acoustic entertainment with limited dining set menu paired with wine for you and your loved one, flowers, chocolates, and a souvenir snap as part of this lovely occasion. All of these for free. Plus a chance to win. Are you ready? A romantic weekend getaway for two in Niagara Falls. Here's how to join. Simply share your love stories to us. Send it to kabalenlovestories@gmail.com. Your entries will be aired online via www.pinoyradio.com beginning January 28th until Valentine's Day. 3 of these best love stories will win the romantic weekend getaway treat. For more information, come visit us at Kabalen or tune in to pinoyradio.com. One Fine Valentine.
Do you have events lined up for your company's anniversary? Paper Crane Company is here to assist. Any promotional gimmicks planned in the upcoming months? Paper Crane Company can deliver. to truly make an impact on your celebration. For your t-shirts, jackets, caps, uniforms, office supplies, or gifts, Paper Crane and Company is here to customize everything using the medium of art, technology, and paper. Paper? You got that right. Paper. Paper Crane has digital printing solutions to bring all visions to life. We are digitally driven in this millennial world. So, what do you say? Together, let's make it exceptional. To learn more about us, simply browse our website, papercraneandcompany.com. That's papercraneandco.com. Kabayan, may magandang balita! Free attic insulation mula sa Canada Home Insulation. Ang Ontario Home Conservation Program ay narito para magbigay ng rebate sa mga homeowners na kailangan mag-upgrade ng kanilang attic insulation. For inquiries, tawag lang sa 1-888-228-8992. Join our program with Canada Home Insulation and see if you can qualify to receive a free attic insulation upgrade. Again, that's 1-888-228-8992. Tawag na!
You know, at first the menu teases you, then the food presentation impresses you, and finally, when the dish is right in front of you, that familiar scent, that aroma, oh, that smell that makes you smile, tastes like home. I'm in dreamland. But the fun part is that you're perfectly awake, the taste will keep you busy till your plate is empty.
Max's, a Filipino dish. Call it a heritage. Call it a trademark. Call it a family thing. Max's Restaurant, where Filipinos love to eat for more than 70 years. Visit Max's of Manila, Toronto, with branches in Scarborough and Stales, corner Deffron Streets.
Mula Bukang Liwayway hanggang Takip-Siling, PinoyRadio.com. Inyong kapiling 24/7.
In entertaining the global Pinoy,
We go above and beyond.
On air everywhere. Listen in. Look at us. Now streaming live.
on the road and rising, reaching more Filipinos abroad.
Ito ang Radyo ng Pilipino.
Across the nation, around the world.
Pinoy Radio. This time, it is everything and more.
You are listening to PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music.
You're listening to Joey A and Friends. This is KUYAKUYZ.
Alright, welcome back to KUYAKUYZ! Ayun. Again guys, for all those listeners out there, again, sobrang naririnig nyo naman at nakikita nyo how passionate our candidate is, diba? Na para maiangat natin ang mga kababayan natin dito sa Canada.
Tama.
Sobra. And then it's again, as what I've said earlier, it's just about time for us to have a Filipino candidate, especially in a provincial level dito sa Ontario. Ayun, I'd like to greet our listeners out there, and of course, oh my goodness, Quiz Ryan, gusto ko lang ding batiin ng congratulations, malaking congratulations for Shaira Garrido.
Wow,
oh my goodness, yung
grand
champion for DZMM dun po sa ABS-CBN in the Philippines. Tita Alma Garrido, congratulations po sa iyo, and please extend our congratulations to Shaira, and of course kay Leonida Orobilio na nakikinig ngayon, and kay Quiz Erwin Mariano. Ayan, syempre hindi nawawala yan si Quiz Erwin. And kay Best Christine Bacani, kay Richard Almodovar, kay Jimmy Wasabe, and kay Madonna Much, and kay Jonathan Mata as well, who is watching right now, and for being Hechanova. Ayan, and kung sinong pang gustong magpabati dyan, mag-comment lang kayo dito sa Facebook, and of course, batiin namin kayo ni DJ Ryan. And if you guys, nasaan ang mga kuya-quiz natin? Ayan, parating na the late Don.
Nag-gel pa.
Yung dalawa po, si Chupat at saka si Kuya Mot, kung nasaan man sila, alam na this. Oo, alam na this, diba? So guys, tawag lang din kayo kung gusto niyo makipagbalik-taktakan sa amin. Dito lang po sa number is 647-955-8820. Kung meron kayong mga gustong i-comment, meron kayong gustong ipa-shoutout, you can call us or you can also comment us on Facebook. Ayun. So, yun nga, kasi ang programa natin kanina, we were actually in a hurry in a sense to accommodate our very special and distinguished guest, si Angeli Passes again. And Quiz Ryan, kamusta ang week natin?
Masaya, masaya.
Kumusta? Mukhang hindi naman na-sound convincing eh. Para masaya man siya. Hindi ba porket...
Hindi. Isa doon is congratulations nga pala doon sa concert ni Sharon Regis.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Last night, yan. Hindi ako nakapanood yun. Nag-cause ko
The late!
Saan?
The late, doon. Saan ba si Chris doon?
Dito na lang.
Dyan na lang. Kung saan ka masaya?
May reverb ba yan?
May reverb
yan pareho. Pinagkantaan namin ni Kuya Tots yan.
Kasi kakanta ka mamaya. Kasi yung guest natin, ayan. Siyempre, batiin natin si Fridson Frias. Again, bro, maraming salamat sa pagbisita mo dito sa amin and sa pasalubong mo rin. Ayan, kay Fridson Frias of New York. Ayan.
Sandali, babati muna ako.
Yeah. Oy, siyempre, pabatiin natin. May guest calls tayo ngayon. Siyempre po, andito na ang number 1 gwapulis na si KUYAKUYZ Don Laurel.
Ayun, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat dito sa Toronto at lalong-lalo na magandang umaga dyan sa atin sa Pilipinas.
Oy.
Alam mo, sabi naman nila, di ba? It's better late than pregnant. Ayun.
Tama. Oo, pero grabe to see may story ako kay KUYAKUYZ doon eh. Meron akong kaibigan from the Philippines all the way from the Philippines. Nanonood siya ng I think that was movie na talagang sa TV. Pinicturean nung nandun siya yung scene niya eh. Kasama niya si Angelina Jolie. Jolina Magdangal?
Jolina Magdangal.
Sino pa ba yung iba?
I think that was si Dennis Joaquin.
Oh, Dennis Joaquin.
Yes.
At saka tatlo yung babae mo doon eh.
Tatlo ba? Isa-isa lang.
So yun, so talagang alam mo yun, ganun pa rin yung kainitan ni KUYAKUYZ doon, nandun pa rin eh. May asim pa rin, may asim pa rin eh.
Mukasim.
Ayun. So kamusta naman akala ko wala kang trabaho ngayon.
Meron alam mo lang ganyan kakalakas sa akin eh. Hindi, meron na akong napakiusapang una ayaw eh. Hindi daw niya pwedeng siya daw mag-cover sa di ako naman na kahapon, late night kahapon, kinausap ko ulit. So sabi niya, pwede daw.
Kaya pala tumawag ka
kasi ito, yung MCIT, kung di makita yung
patch. Ano ibig sabihin yun, MCIT?
Yan, yung patch.
Yeah, the patch.
Yan.
Ano ibig sabihin ng MCIT?
Ibig sabihin yan is Mobile Crisis Intervention Team.
Uy, Mobile Crisis.
Ano ibig sabihin nun?
Kami yung usually partner up with a nurse.
Okay.
And we attend radio calls that for those people that are in
assistance
in crisis about their yung ganyan minsan merong chemical imbalance sa kanila.
Oh, bakit sila nagka-chemical imbalance? Alam na this.
Parang ikaw pagka hindi mo iniinom yung gamot.
Ay, grabe siya.
Yung may mga boses na naririnig mo minsan.
Minsan nga nagwawala nga ako sa bayan.
Iinumin mo yung pills, hindi yung blue
Hindi blue. Claritin yun eh.
Hindi ko alam yung mga pills na yun.
Hindi, walang biro. So, I had another guy who actually who took over my MCIT detail for today. Kasi kung MCIT ako, hindi ako pwede maka-attend dito. Hindi ka pwede makapunta dito.
But no, hindi, that's actually kasi sinabi mo kanina na parang radio calls. Di ba radio na naman to?
Oo, radio call. Hindi.
Sorry.
Ibang radio call. Ibang radio call.
Akala ko kasi radio din eh. Ito, napaka-legitimate na radio. So, we are calling you from the radio. So, that's a radio call.
That's correct. Tama ka dun.
Oo.
You need medical assistance now.
Sergeant, di ba? Can we call the police?
Kaya nga late ngayon, medyo na-stuck din sa tawag. Tapos ayan, tawag nito yan, gutom.
Yan, gutom.
Wala pang so...
Ay, nagpaparinig.
Nagpaparinig kasi yung darating sa studio.
Akala naman.
Alam mo kung saan maraming pagkain?
Oh, saan?
Kila Kuya Matt.
Oh nga, kasi speaking of Kuya Matt, happy birthday, baby Carla.
Ayun, birthday ni Carla. Kaya pero happy birthday.
Pero baka naman magtampo sa baka isipin niya hindi natin alam.
Oo.
Alam din natin ang birthday niya.
Oo.
Birthday din niya. Hindi mo alam eh. Kaya naman may birthday. Alam mo ba DJ Ryan kung sino may birthday sa February 6?
Hindi ko alam eh.
Sino ba may birthday?
Hulaan mo.
Isa sa inyo?
Uy, grabe siya oh. Bati siyempre ang ating napaka-poging DJ siya. DJ Ryan. DJ Ryan, taga-saan ka?
Taga-saan ka?
Sana pala tinanong natin si Angelic kanina eh.
Sayang no?
Nakalimutan ko.
Kaso bakit di siya manalo dahil
yun nga. Kaya actually kanina hindi mo na naabutan na ang ganda. Nagkaroon ng sense ang KUYAKUYZ.
Ibalik natin.
Dahil ang ating guest of honor kanina si Angelic Pasis. Siya kanina nakakaway. Ang daming mga tanong pero nagiging seryoso si Joey A.
Seriously?
Kasi kailangan eh. Sometimes, we have to be appropriately.
Ganon.
Nag-nose big ako kanya. Tapos ang next guest natin naman, Englisher. Sabi ko, buti na lang dumating na si Quiz doon. Kasi kanina ako nag-interview kay Angeli Pasi. So ngayon, ikaw naman ang mag-interview.
Asan si Chopat?
Oh, si Chupat, yun nga, kung nasama si Chupat.
Diyan ka na lang.
In fairness kay Chupat, nagpaalam naman siya na hindi daw siya makaka...
Sino nag-approve?
Ang si Ninong Von. Oy, kay Romeo Patriarca, happy viewing to Hepe Lester, Hepe Joaquin, and PF, private ba to? Restaurant Monasterio, Madrid, Spain.
Oh.
Uy, grabe. Hola, mi amigo, mi amiga. Buenas noches.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Oo, grabe. Ayan, Romeo Patriarca. Hello po. And of course, kay Friton, happy to be listening to the best program, KUYAKUYZ. Musta Guapolis Don Loren.
Ay!
Kamusta daw?
Balik nga ulit.
Balik ulit. Kanta ulit ng Wonderful Tonight ba yun? Or Just Once. Ayan. So, magano tayo? Mag-trending topic tayo saglit. And then bago na rin tawagin. And by the way, you know what? It's actually perfect. Ang daldal ko ngayon eh.
Ang daldal mo nga.
Nadamay ka kaya
ano ba yung ininom mo?
Grabe na.
Kasi yung positive pagiging positive kasi ni Angeline.
Ba't tumalis na kagad?
Hindi kasi nagmamadali. Kasi marami rin siya mga appointments eh. Katulad mo. Katulad natin na busy din tayo. Di ba kasi si Angeline, nakikita mo kanina, alam mo yun yung passion niya, tsaka yung dedication niya, tsaka yung commitment niya. It transcends talaga the way she speaks eh. Kasi,
parang ikaw.
Hindi kasi alam mo yun, yung talagang bigay na walang pa...
Bigay todo.
Bigay todo, walang pa...
Parang ikaw.
Parang ganun.
Ano yung nakasul sa t-shirt mo?
By the way, nga pala, mamaya kasi secret to eh. Hindi, pakita ko na lang ngayon. Ito po nag-trending. Kasi nga, dahil February, this is actually a Feb month.
Let me read it.
Read it, basahin mo.
Ang Tagalog ko, balagtat. Mayroon naman talagang forever. Choosy lang.
Di ba? Nakita nyo? Meron naman talagang forever. Choosy lang ako. Di ba?
Tama-tama.
Wala bagay Bakit wala bang karapatan? Uy, kung makatawa kayo
Hindi ako nagsabi.
Parang nag-agree kayo dun
Hindi ako nagsabi.
No, speaking of pagkain kasi, Quiz doon, actually ako medyo nagugutom din. Kasi wala pa akong kain. Kaya nga medyo yung hininga ko medyo ano na rin eh.
Expired. Dodong,
darating
na hello na ako, Dodong. Wala pa akong kinakain ba?
Oy, nagpaparinig yan. Pero don't worry kasi meron tayong...
Nasaan na ba ako, Dodong? Hindi na ako makakita ba?
Meron tayong pagkain doon. Meron tayong bisita from Kabalen ulit kasi basahin ang 12-page letter na sender. Pag makariat ko gano'n, no?
Malamang meron din.
Kasi siya na yung pangtapos ng yung 12-page na letter niya until Cheers with Elaine, babasahin pa. Hindi pa rin siya tapos.
Hindi pa rin.
Ayan. So, pero... Mag-trending. Ay, sorry.
Sabi mo na nga kanina pa magte-trending.
Sabi ni Kusay, trending na tayo.
Gusto mo ba maghanap buhay muna? Mag-trending na
tayo. Sige, trending.
Siyempre, programang ito ay hatid sa atin
ng Toronto Police?
Yeah, Toronto Police.
At saka yung sa kuya mo. I-promote mo yun.
Sa PT
Sige, birthday boy. Promote mo birthday boy.
Sa PT Claire.
Sa lahat ng mga gusto mag-avail ng
PT Claire.
Ano PT Claire?
Ng kanilang mga gusto magpa-PC or massage. Sa CS Physiotherapy.
Mas maganda ng PT Care kasi pag pitik mo,
PT Care.
Pag hindi ka tatayo, tignan na lang natin.
Dapat yung utol mo pumunta rito sa Ampol.
Pupunta siya rito sa 7 kailan ba?
17
Feb.
17?
Yeah. Guest siya ni
Velma?
Ni Cheers with Elaine.
Oy! Naunahan pa tayo. Ikaw ba?
Sample tayo.
Dapat muna.
Masakit eh.
Dapat siya mag-guess kay Elaine. Dapat maano muna natin. Mas-screen.
Mas-screen.
Ayan. Sige, ano na? Training topic na tayo?
Sige na, kanina pa.
Ready ka na?
Ikaw, ready ka na?
Akalain mo yun? Sabi nga ni Boy, ikaw na. Ninay say more. Kabayan, kaibigan, ka-trending ka. Ka-trending.
Ito po. Yung first trending topic natin nung first blue moon comes on January 31, 2018. Grabe, ito yung tinatawag na Super Blue Blood Moon 2018. Grabe, napanood niyo ba ito mga Lodi? Mga quiz?
Nakita ko lang sa internet. Dito ba nakita ba yun? Napanood ba rito?
Malaki lang ang ano.
Malaki lang, no? Kasi
malaki lang ang mata.
Pero yung naging pula, hindi dito nakita.
Bakit nga ba naging pula? Daw.
I don't know.
Kasi nagka-lunar eclipse din. nagka-lunar eclipse. Ito yung explanation dyan. Ano ba yung, ito kasi very makasaysayang tong ang nangyari sa Super Blue Moon 2018. When we are talking about Blue Moon, di ba parati nating naririnig yan na, once in a Blue Moon.
Or kanta.
Hindi, yung parang, Blue Bayou naman yun.
Away.
Hindi, di ba naririnig nyo na ba yun? Let's say, kunyari, medyo kuripot ka. Yan si DJ Ryan, once in a Blue Moon lang naman manlilibre yan. So, ibig sabihin yun, bihira
or ilang years bago
mangyari. Hindi, yun, parang bihira. Kasi ang Blue Moon kasi, ang ibig sabihin ng Blue Moon, dalawang in 1 month, dalawang full moon. So usually it will take yung sa first week ng month and then the last week of the month or last day of the month. Kaya nga tinatawag na Blue Moon kasi dalawang full moon in 1 month. So that's what happened in January. Kasi I believe the first full moon was January 2 or 3, and then the second full moon is still in January or was still in January. That was January 31st. So kaya nga tinatawag nila na Blue Moon. And ngayon, sinasabi pang super kasi super.
Parang ikaw, super.
Hindi, super siya kasi ang nangyari, malapit ang Earth sa moon. Or ang moon sa Earth. For that matter. Kaya nga tinatawag super. Totoo yan. Kaya nga, pag nakikita mo, ang laki. Kasi nga, you are closer to the moon.
Siguro kailangan lumapit ka rin sa moon.
Ay, grabe siya. And at the same time, meron pa siyang lunar eclipse. Ano ba yung lunar eclipse? Sa mga kasi etong KUYAKUYZ kasi dahil kay Angeli Pazis nagiging makabuluhan eh. Alam mo yun, so dapat magiging educational. So yung lunar eclipse naman, ito yung sinasabing, 'di ba, yung sun is nasa likod and ang earth na pagitnaan between the sun and the moon.
Nag-research talaga si Joey, no, Quiz?
Aba.
Hindi ako nag-research. Actually, nasa sa science when I was still in grade 7.
Alam ko natapos mo lang grade 6.
Alam ko yun. Oo.
Tsaka, ito ba yung La Luna Sangre? Iba ba yun?
Oo, yun yung moon. So, basically, parang yun nga yung lunar eclipse is that the earth is in between the sun and the moon. Alam nyo ba?
What?
Alam nyo ba na ang moon talaga, wala talagang ilaw yan?
Wala?
Oo. Alam mo ba kung saan ang galing ang ilaw ng moon?
Saan?
Meralco?
Mali. Mali.
Saan?
Sa hydro?
Sa hydro?
Siyempre sa sun. Sa sun yan. Kaya nga, pag nakita nyo, di ba, let's say, pag yung kaya nga, di ba, may quarter moon, may full moon, may half moon, kasi depende kasi yan sa orientation ng moon. Pag kung malapit siya doon sa sun, nung talagang all the way na makikita nyo sa sun, yun. Kaya nga, pag natakpan ng earth ang ray ng sun going to the moon, kaya nga nagkaka-eclipse.
Hindi ka lang radio host, astrophysicist ka.
Ako na si...
Thanks, Kuya Kim!
Gusto ko na kasing palitan si Kuya Kim. Ganun ang nangyari. So, yung January 31st, ganun ang nangyari. Nagka-lunar eclipse, nagka-super moon dahil malapit tayo sa moon, and at the same time, nagka-blue moon pa. So yun kaya nga sobrang trending yun. Ang daming mga taong lumabas. Although unfortunately to other countries hindi siya masyado nakikita. But we are so blessed. Well, in the Philippines, marami ang ganda ng view doon. Plus ito pang nangyari kasi habang nagka-blue moon, nagka-super moon at nagka-lunar eclipse, andun din yung andun din dun sa Albay. Yung sa
ba yung Albay?
Oo.
Sa Naga.
Yung Mayon Volcano.
Yung Mayon Volcano.
Habang nag-i-erupt at saka nakikita.
Sakto ba yun? Totoo ba yun na yung picture na yun na ito yung mismong ng Mayon, tapos nandito yung...
Yes!
Kasi yung mga photographers umiko talaga sa Mayon eh. Para masakto talaga yung moon.
Yeah, nakita nila yun.
Bunganga ni
Bunganga ng Mayon.
Ayun. Okay, ikaw din meron ka bang hinanda dyan? May nakita akong pulis-pulis dyan.
Wala. Hindi tayo pulis-pulis. Basta ang trending topic natin ngayon, Super Bowl 52.
That's right.
Diba?
Speaking of Super Moon, meron din tayong Super Bowl ngayong gabi.
Super Bowl mamaya-maya. Mag-umpisa na in about 41 minutes between New England Patriots and Philadelphia Eagles.
Parang sila din ba last year, diba?
Hindi. Ang nanalo last year, yung team ko, New England Patriots.
Oh yeah, Patriots nga. Pero hindi yung kalaban nila.
Hindi, Atlanta was last year.
Atlanta Hawks.
Pero tumatak dyan yung performer si Michael Jackson talaga, hindi makakalimutan before. Ngayon, sino magpa-perform ngayon?
Si JT.
JT.
JT na asawa ni Naina?
Oo. Sa New Plaza Motel.
Okay, speaking of New Plaza Motel, magbibigay siya sa atin para sa second anniversary ng Kuya Quiz. Magbibigay siya ng pa-t-shirt.
Akala ko 1 week all-inclusive sa New Plaza Motel.
May libreng breakfast. All you can eat!
All
you can eat na, depende kung ano. Ayan. Pero meron tayo isang trending topic kasi nga, speaking of it's Feb month, Love month kumbaga. Meron isang tricycle na nag-trending na yung tricycle niya, ang tema, Valentine's. Oo, Valentine's. Punong-puno ng mga heart, punong-puno ng mga roses, punong-puno ng mga pink and red colors.
How about chocolates?
Wala akong nakita ng chocolates.
Tapos ang chuknuts.
Ang chuknuts. Pero talagang alam mo yun, minsan kasi, alam mo yun, sa buhay ng tao ngayon, kahit na ang dami nating mga pinagdadaanan, ang dami problema, pag nakakita ka ng mga ganong klaseng tricycle na kakaibang bagay, matutuwa ka eh. So kaya nga yung kay Manong Mamang Driver, ayan, maraming salamat po sa pag-aaliw mo sa mga kababayan natin.
May nakita akong ganyan, umuwi ako ng April. Tricycle naman siya, puro mga action figures. As in, tad talaga yung niya. May yung maliliit na nakadikit talaga dun sa tricycle niya.
Nakita mo si Joey doon?
Oh, wala eh. Wala si Joey.
Ano action figures ba?
Sabi maliliit na action figures.
Mga laruan na mamahalin na mga characters, ganyan.
Mamahalin.
At least mamahalin. Maliliit na mamahalin. Okay na ako doon sa maliit.
O ito, may trending pa ako
Sige.
Ito may trending ngayon sikat na taxi driver na ginagaya ang boses ni Duterte.
Ay, oo nga pala.
Tama.
Oo. Gusto mo ba iparinig natin? Pwede ba?
Pwede ba yun?
Pwede naman natin sana parinig. Pero parinig na rin natin.
Parinig natin yung excerpt lang napanood ko rin yan actually grabe. Sobrang nag-viral din pala yan. Tama. Sabi nga nila, President by day, taxi driver by night. Di ba? Hindi lang natin alam kung ano nangyayari sa by dawn. By dawn, Lauren. Ayan, so, pero narinig ko yan yung kaboses niya talaga si Pangulong Duterte, and at the same time, the way, not just the voice, the intonation, his accent, his conviction.
May accent ba siya, no?
Hindi, siya ng Davao, Bisaya
Bisaya, good.
Pinag-aralan daw talaga niya yun.
Valentine Trike, nga, Kuya Erwin Mariano, kaya salamat, Valentine Trike, yung tawag dun sa tricycle niya. So,
halimbawa, kung makita mo yung tricycle niyan, sasakay ka ba?
Ayun, sorry, mamaya.
When I say stop, that is STOP. You must stop it. Or else, magkagulo talaga tayo. Ganun lang yun.
Di ba?
Sabi ko, not even may term, huwag niya talagang gawin yan. Spot!
Di ba yung conviction si
parang si Joey.
It is because I am not afraid to die. If God allow me to die, so be it.
Galing, no? Talagang kuha niya.
Ganun talaga.
Sagot pa ako. Ganun daw talaga. Ayan. Mahaba yung video Pero panoorin nyo na lang po. Search na sa...
Search na lang yung taxi driver by night and then president by day. Ayun. So talagang alam mo yung mga talent ng mga tao at saka yung panggagaya kasi pang meme. Sobrang nakakaliw. Magiging trending topic talaga yan parati yan sa social media. Ayun. Para medyo tahimik ka ngayon, Dodong
Hindi kasi
meron ka ba pinagdadaanan? Pag-usapan natin yan.
Gutom
Kung meron mang mga pinagdadaanan, ako yun. Kasi February month na ang anyari nga.
Next week, may date ka na ba? Next week ba? O 2 weeks from now?
Ewan ko, di ko na. Nilubong ko na sa limot yung mga ganong mga bagay-bagay na ganyan.
Ngayon na simula mo ang pag-announce doon sa Valentine mo.
Ayan, sige. Nananawagan ho kami.
Sa lahat po ng mga nakikinig dyan.
Nang wala pang ka-date.
Sa February 14. Available po si Quiz Ryan. Joke. Ayan po na ako. Happy na ako. Date ko yung sarili ko. Wala pang gastos. Ayan.
Pumunta ka na lang sa Kabalen.
Yun nga, speaking of Kabalin, darating meron tayo bisita from Kabalin na babasahin yung letter and then magdadala ng pagkain.
Maraming
Pero syempre, bago tayo, ang pagkain daw, paakyat na, sabi ni, narinig ni Kuys, narinig ni Sir Bon. Ayan. Pero syempre, tawagin natin mamaya, we are again, sobrang punong-puno ang ating show ngayon. Sa Kuya Kuys, kahit na dalawa lang tayo Kuys doon, and of course, kasama natin si Kuys Ryan. Punong-puno tayo ng mga guests ngayon. Marami nagmamahal sa Kuya Kuys.
Marami talaga. Marami nakapila sa labas eh.
Tama.
Kahit bumabagyo,
kahit umuulan, nagsusnow.
Patuloy pa rin yung mga fans mo kasi talaga ganyan ka nakalakas.
That is right. And then, ayun, syempre, magbabalik ang Kuya Kuys!
You already know, smart investors. See the big picture when it comes to starting a business. Pure Steam Auto Spa is a franchise opportunity that can save you years and prepare you for business growth now. 75% less than the cost of other franchises and no franchise fees. Pure Steam is looking for business operators in the Toronto area at our 2018 franchise information session on February 24 and 25. Visit www.puresteam.co to register or visit us on Facebook, Pure Steam Auto Spa. Invest smart.
This February, Kabalen is cooking something truly special for you on one fine Valentine's. Enjoy an evening filled with live acoustic entertainment with limited dining set menu paired with wine for you and your loved one, flowers, chocolates, and a souvenir snap as part of this lovely occasion. All of these for free. Plus a chance to win. Are you ready? A romantic weekend getaway for two in Niagara Falls. Here's how to join. Simply share your love stories to us. Send it to kabalenlovestories@gmail.com. Your entries will be aired online via www.pinoyradio.com beginning January 28 until Valentine's Day. 3 of these best love stories will win the romantic weekend getaway treat. For more information, come visit us at Kabalen or tune in to pinoyradio.com. One fine Valentine.
The thing is, you can't stop thinking on one thing for your next visit kasama ang pamilya, mga kaibigan, o maging katrabaho man. Masaya talagang kumain dito. Puno ng pag-ibig ang mesa, bringing the Filipino tradition and its culture on the table. Abot kamay kabayan ng Max's, the house that fried chicken built. Kaya huwag mahiyang magkamay. Sa totoo lang, ang lasa at sarap na manok sa iyong mga daliri ang dahilan, kaya't masarap magkamay.
Max's, a Filipino dish. Call it a heritage. Call it a trademark. Call it a family thing. Max's Restaurant, where Filipinos love to eat for more than 70 years. Visit Max's of Manila, Toronto, with branches in Scarborough and Stales, corner different streets. Kabayan, may magandang balita! Free attic insulation mula sa Canada Home Insulation. Ang Ontario Home Conservation Program ay narito para magbigay ng rebate sa mga homeowners na kailangan mag-upgrade ng kanilang attic insulation. For inquiries, tawag lang sa 1-888-228-8992. Join our program with Canada Home Insulation and see if you can qualify to receive a free attic insulation upgrade. Again, that's 1-888-228-8992. Tawag na! Meet your source of information and entertainment. PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music. MCBN TV. Connecting our world. Your newest online Filipino television. Crosswave Radio. The right hit music mix. And MCBN Radio. North America's news and public affairs. And multicultural radio. This is MCBN Media Group. The biggest thing to ever hit the digital world. MCBN. Now, bigger and better.
Sa mga nice lamang na magpakuya-kuya-kuy. Samahan ng masayang tropa ng Kuya Kuys.
Welcome back to Kuya Kuys. Bigger and better. Bigger and better. And brighter.
And smarter.
And whatever. Like, time check tayo. 6 o'clock.
Uy, 6
o'clock. Grabe, 6 o'clock na. Bilis, oh. Brought to you by Kabalen.
Kabalen.
And New Plaza Motel.
And
Toronto Police District 32 Division. And guys, syempre, we are, yung una naman natin kasama kanina, yung unang guest natin is more on politics. Ito naman is more on entertainment. And talagang sobrang nakaka-proud. As a Filipino, sobra. I mean, ang masasabi ko lang is, wow. Pero syempre, we'll have a very formal introduction for her. Our guest for today is actually a singer-songwriter who discovered her love for performing when she sang at aunt's wedding at the age of 12. As a young child, she studied guitar and piano, and like many Filipinos, grew up with karaoke music. At 14 years of age, she was shortlisted in the Junior Awards Turn It On Sound Off competition for her original song When I Fall. The following year, Sony Music's Red Distribution released her original composition No Good as the first single in the label's multi-artist compilation called Homecoming. Ayun. And she is currently collaborating with producers in New York and Los Angeles on her first EP and is set to stage her first solo concert in Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, Lapis and Pentel Pen, let's give it up for El Renee!
Hi everybody! Thank you for having me.
Woohoo! Grabe!
What's up?
I was gonna say welcome Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Grabe. Sige, bati ka muna ulit. Say hi to our listeners out there.
Hi. Good morning. It's morning in Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Right now,
right? What is morning in the Philippines?
Ooh.
Like you should at least even those greetings. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako po. Ang haba na ito.
Ako po ay maganda katulad ni Joey.
Uy! Grabe. Maganda. Hey, can you repeat that? Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Magandang
umaga sa inyong lahat. Ayan. That means pogi, guwapo si DJ Ryan is good
looking. What's the meaning of that one?
Do
you know any Tagalog language?
I know like the basics, except good morning apparently. But like salamat. I know if you say po after, it's like respect.
Respect
the
elders. Yeah, you have to say po every time you talk to a quiz. Yep. And again, El, we are again. This is is it your second time or third time for KUYAKUYZ?
Oh man,
Yeah, you lost track.
Yeah. Too many times. I think it's third.
Third, yeah. So again, guys, to all our listeners out there, I am really very honored and privileged na kasama natin si El. This is the third time. And again, sobrang nakaka-proud because of her achievements. Not just a singer, but a songwriter. Alam mo, kasi ako singer lang eh. I don't write songs. I'm just a singer. Ang yabang
Lalayo nga ako sa bata.
Yeah. But anyways, El, what are your upcoming projects?
So right now I'm currently working on a EP.
What is EP, by the way, for all our listeners out there?
Extraterrestrial.
Extra parental.
EP stands for extended play. Yeah. So fun fact.
Yeah. Say hi to Tita Liza Rabanes. She's listening.
Hi.
Hi, Tita.
Hi, Tita.
Hi, Tita.
Ayun, yep. So again, EP, you're working on your EP extended.
So essentially, it's gonna be composed of about seven songs, and all original.
Who wrote those songs?
It's a mixture of me
yourself
and other writers that I work with in New York and LA.
Why didn't you ask me?
Come through.
Yeah, collaborate with Joey.
Collaborate with me, bahay ko.
But yeah, so even though there's only 7 songs on the project, we have a whole library of songs, like 40 songs. And
we'll make it 8.
This week, my producer is actually coming down here so we can make music here in Canada, in my living room.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so
in
there's
the studio.
There's a different vibe everywhere you go. So it affects the way the music comes out. So we're just trying different areas, different places, and hopefully coming out with the best sound possible.
Yeah, I'm just curious though, or I'm just curious. No, I'm just curious. Do you still go to school like right now with all your hectic, so busy schedule?
Well, right now I'm doing online schooling.
Online,
so
okay.
I'm guessing,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a program called ILC, which is Independent Learning Canada, I believe. That's what it stands
ILC?
for. Or Independent Learning Center, something like that.
Okay. We'll Google it, don't worry.
It's basically like log on whenever, and I'm
How long you been doing this? You don't know the meaning of ILC?
No, because she's so busy.
I'm pretty sure it's Independent Learning Center.
Yeah, she's busy. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm currently enrolled in 4 subjects: English, math, health, and marketing.
And recess.
And recess.
That's right. That's the best part.
And then the rest of it is music. So last year I was like traveling a lot, so school started to like
tricky.
Yeah, it's just difficult to
No, I was actually gonna ask, how often do you travel? Why and why not?
Like every other week, pretty much.
Wow, where do you go?
Multiple times a month. LA and New York. Mostly.
So for projects, for
projects. Next week I'll be back in New York. I'm working on set lists. So essentially like I'm working on a 15-minute set list, 30-minute set list, and an hour set list, and just getting me ready for live shows and stuff. Working with choreographers, vocal coaches, and some other professionals.
Gabi, alam mo ba?
Where's Ninong Buwan? Kailangan papirmahan natin.
Yeah, I know. Have you seen her during Taste of Manila? Like, grabe, I know this is not because like you are my guest or you are our guest right now, but then I think I've mentioned this to you and to your mom, and later we'll talk about your aunt too. Let's say when I saw you, I saw you a couple of times, but during the last Taste of Manila, when I saw you against, like, oh my goodness, like really, like this girl, oh man, like again, that's what I'm saying. Let's say you are like Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Filipino Beyonce. I'm serious. I'm not kidding.
So ikaw pala naka-discover sa kanya.
Thank you so much.
Kind of something like that.
Hindi lang yan alamin nyo kung anong edad niyan ngayon.
Anong edad mo na ngayon?
Is that
Tagalog ba?
Yeah.
Anong edad mo na ngayon? Yeah. Pick a number.
Pick a number.
9.
No,
9 years old. Yeah. No, but sige. Ask her.
Ikaw na.
No, kasi sabi nila kasi hindi daw it's not nice to ask the age, especially for girls.
Mm-hmm. Like, really?
But that's what they said.
Oh, you're asking me how old I am?
Yeah, they were.
Is that appropriate?
Not me.
If you're going to ask an old guy.
Oh, sige, guess now, guess.
Okay.
Ako personally, okay.
16.
There you go. 16 years old.
Oh,
wow.
Tama ako.
Gotcha. Well, alam mo eh.
Hindi
Ikaw nagpapaguess eh.
Alam ko talaga bata siya. 15 yata o 14 siya that time na nag-guess siya sa Pinoy Radio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Patterson Wilson.
Right.
That's right.
Bata pero
batang-bata ka pa.
Full package siya eh.
My hair was still brown the first time I went there.
Yeah, because I remember your first guesting was still there, Patterson Wilson, and then second time was here, and then this is the third. Like
And the fourth time is
the fourth time will be at Tito Tony San Juan's place. Hi, Tito
Tony.
Yeah,
Tito Tony.
Pero here's the thing. Like, I know this might be a very, very sensitive topic, but I just wanted to ask. I forgot to ask you earlier if are you comfortable talking about your aunt?
Absolutely.
Let's say your manager.
She was such a big part of my career that I feel like.
I know, because I was so shocked, to be honest with you, because the last time when you were here, your aunt was here. In fact, we even called her.
Yeah, she was sitting right there.
So, and then I did not see the post from Facebook, but then it's actually Sir Von who mentioned to us that your aunt, that's what happened to her. It's like, oh my goodness, like seriously. And then I was like looking at it, and it's like, yes. And then so what was the impact after her loss?
Oh man.
If you're okay, like you don't have to answer, but you have. That's okay.
Hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I understand. I totally understand, because
I don't know what happened. Sorry.
Later. Like So yeah,
let's talk about her music video. I really love the music video, The Love Amon.
Yeah.
Is that Love Amon the right pronunciation?
Did you write that song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, this is always my question. No, seriously, this is always my question for songwriters. How do you, like, what are your emotions? Is it like, what are your emotions in terms of writing songs? Like, are you happy at that time, or when is it easier for you to write a song?
Honestly, it depends. Like, every song is different. You're not gonna be happy for every song. Like, it just depends on the vibe for the song.
Yeah, but in your case, which do you let's say emotions are you? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. She has expression at one point. Good girl.
Like I know I forgot. I've been meaning to ask you before we're live, but I forgot to ask you prior to you coming here. But and I just can't help it. I just can't help it.
Sorry.
We'll make it lighter. We'll make it lighter.
So hold on. You said you always travel at least once or twice in a month. Like, who goes with you when you travel? You said you're 16. So is it your mom, your dad, or
is that a police question, sir?
Yes, it is.
So my parents like to alternate, and my last trip to LA, my other aunt went with me. So we try to alternate with my parents' work schedule.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Or Tito Joey and myself can
yes,
go with you.
Or your uncle. If your mom is not available, we are available.
we could be your
mom. Come here, mom. Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah,
mom. What's your name, mom?
I was just gonna say.
Oh yes.
Take the chance to advocate on brain aneurysm.
Okay. Yeah.
Educate people a little bit, just what to do.
Tita, come on, grab a mic.
Yeah, you can sit here too.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. That was actually I believe that was the reason, right?
Yes.
And so here with us, the very proud mom of L.
The
Tita Imelda, yeah.
Stage mom. Tita, yung headset niyo ba
para so I can hear, para marinig.
Para marinig, yeah.
Para marinig.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to sing for her now.
Sige.
Yeah. Okay, alright pa. Alright,
Tita, balita ko mas maganda daw boses niyo eh.
I don't know, depende sa ano nakikita.
Kailangan ba muna, Tita, uminom muna kami para kumanta?
Ako muna, tapos kayo.
No, so see, even your speaking voice is actually really good.
Oh,
thank you.
Ayan. So we'll talk about you mentioned earlier about brain aneurysm, because in fact not to mention what's her name, Isabel Granada, she that was also her cause of death, about brain aneurysm, and she's 41 years old. It's very young.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think for Elle, you know why she's crying so hard? Because Elle has never really.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Joey talaga.
Joey, pinayak yung anak ko.
It's my fault. You know what? Honestly, on the way here, I've been meaning to ask you, but then because the schedule was so tight, I had a guest earlier, and then I didn't have a chance to ask you if it's okay, if you're comfortable. But then I asked you something. You said yes.
I thought I was gonna be okay.
I didn't think she knew she was gonna cry, because si Elle hindi iyakin. She doesn't really cry much, but I think this is good therapy. Hey.
Yeah, see?
Dr. Joey, thank you.
I'm a therapist by profession anyway, so
well, you got your therapy from Joey.
You can get my number.
I guess I just wanted to help you mga other Filipino who are not aware. So
yes.
Brain aneurysm is something normally we don't check on it, right?
Yes.
So the first symptom is severe headache. So I guess yung sister ko, she didn't know she was even born with it. So what kami ngayon, we didn't even know it runs in our family. She's the first case. So maybe for people listening, might be helpful, ask your doctor to get an MRI.
Okay.
Because they'll detect it. And the good news is, meron ng, I don't know the name of the equipment, don't ask me, but they do have something now in Mississauga. There's a new equipment that can detect it.
That can detect aneurysm?
The aneurysm, and that can, therefore, early detection, cure. I mean, people have survived it, but in the case of my sister, the doctor said it was like a gunshot to her head. So she died instantly.
Because for people who actually doesn't know what aneurysm is actually it's like a
thinning of the
artery,
like
of your brain, right?
Yeah. So tapos, if there's a lot of
pressure, and then it will putok.
Yeah. So
it will burst and
I guess, pag meron kayong headache, anything severe, don't wait, get it checked.
So yung severe headache ba, is it frequent? Or
you know what, in her case, to our knowledge, parang it only happened few days before.
Oh, okay.
Pero yung case niya severe kasi nasa gitna daw ng brain.
How old was she ba at the
52.
time? Yes, very young eh.
Tsaka yun, healthy ha. Vegetarian, mixed vegetarian, everything organic, everything healthy. So you can eat all the chicharon you want. It's not gonna matter.
Ayun. I know, that's
Diba?
right, that's right. So is it hereditary or?
It could be genetic. Also, it could be induced by health. So, in my kunwari, I was already clear with the MRI.
Okay.
But my doctor said, because I'm a diabetic, high blood pressure, I have hypertension, so I still have to be careful with what I eat. Which is
of course, all of us.
Not my favorite thing to be careful of. I love to eat, but so I think I never like to go on the air, but I think it's good to just help our
thank you so much for coming.
Other families,
awareness for all those people.
Yeah, absolutely, because even Elle, as young as she is, she was supposed to get an MRI
as well,
but then she got her belly pierced.
Okay.
So tita, yung sabi niyo pong machine na it will help or assist in detecting it. Is there yung mga
number one,
is there an age like limit or
no? Basta sa MRI, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor. You can ask your doctor.
So ngayon binigyan mo pa kami ng problema, tita.
Pag hindi pa kayo nagpa-MRI, kasi every day marami tayong pressure, right? So one of the major causes is pag meron kang stress,
pressure,
lahat tayo may stress in our life,
that's
right?
True.
So I think it's just good precautionary to know in advance if you have it.
No, for sure. It's always nice to see your doctor. In fact, not even just once a year, but if you can do it every 6 months. Yes, what is that?
Saka meron din mga common symptoms ng mga aneurysm, like it includes severe, yung sabi niya tita, severe headache, vomiting, stiff neck, blurred or double vision. Joey, ilan to?
Ako matagal na akong double vision.
Sensitivity to light, seizures, drooping eyelids. Tingin ko kay mata mo? Hindi, okay naman. Loss of consciousness, and yun nga, katulad mo minsan, confused ka palagi. So, ayan.
I think si Joey iba yung condition.
Wala na po.
Walang gamot.
ADHD yung sa akin. Hyperactivity.
Hindi siya worst headache, kundi
worst nightmare.
Siya yung headache. He's the
yung headache. I am the cause of the headache of the people.
Hindi, pero ang main talaga yung katulad sabi niyo tita, severe headache nga. So,
yes.
Yun yung isang the big
big cause, symptoms.
Yeah, I think that is so true. Kung if ever you are suffering severe headache frequently, almost every day or every other day, then I think that's a good push for you to really see your doctor.
Or like in her case, hindi nagkaka-headache yun. She doesn't even own kahit na aspirin or Tylenol sa bahay kasi healthy, right? So I think also isang warning yun kung kunwari hindi ka mahilig magka-headache or whatever. Kung magka-headache ka, get it checked. Like, don't take it for granted.
Yeah, that's right.
There's something going on.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
welcome.
Ma'am Imelda, for that very wonderful insight, and at the same time for sharing that advocacy in a way. So probably maybe Elle can have a concert for that advocacy, for that cure, or for that research and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
the EP is actually going to be dedicated to her. So yeah, she was writing a short story called Glass Heart, and that's what I will be naming the project. So
Glass Heart.
Nice. Heard it here first.
So, wag mo nang paiyakin. Baka I may have to step in and sing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not prepared.
Yeah, there you go.
My fee is very high.
Don't worry, I know.
I need to eat a whole pan of palabok as payment or something. So, walang palabok sa labas.
Walang palabok. Pansit lang, pansit. Yeah. Again po, Ms. Imelda, thank you so much. Sorry about that, Elle. But so ano na tayo? Good vibes. Ayan. Pero siguro bago tayo maybe you can give us a sample, DJ Ryan, if anything, if there's a background music that Elle can play with, that would be awesome. Alright, para naman ma-break muna natin.
You already know Smart Investor.
Mag-invest muna tayo. Mag-invest muna tayo ng music.
Ayan. Alright guys, I just wanted to say hi to Karil Handog. Morning, happy month. Ayan, si Karil Handog, yung idol na idol ka.
Hello, Karil.
And kay Jessa Zaid and kay Thea Cruz of Montreal.
Jessa and Thea Cruz.
So this one is a -1, right? Is this a -1? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. So again, let's give it up for El Renee.
Oh, that's the ending?
Yeah! Ang galing! Diba ang galing?
What do you guys think?
Isipin nyo. What do you guys think?
Ang galing.
There you go.
Listen, seeing you got ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Tension between us just like picket fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, no. Listen, hard a bit interest from a distance. I think we should rule out commitment for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Leaving, you just doing that to get even. Don't pick up the pieces, just leave them for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, no. Passionate from miles away, oh, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, no. Passionate from miles away, oh, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no, no.
Wow. Joey, ikaw naman.
No, so speechless ako, grabe.
Wow.
Ang galing, man. Like, wow. Who wrote that song? Did you?
It's a Drake song.
Oh.
It's my own little spin on a Drake
Ninong Von.
Grabe.
Sign her up.
You know, like, you can see the passion, the heart.
You can feel it.
You can feel it. Like, not just a wonderful, beautiful voice, but like you can really feel it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing with you, DJ Ryan. Like, you're a singer yourself, right? So it's not just singing, but like you really have to sing it from the heart.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know, like your gestures, your.
Because even though they don't understand the words of the song, pero yung emotion ng song, mafe-feel pa rin nila.
Yun nga.
Ganun katindi yun.
And I think that's like, yeah, even like, yeah, sometimes like you can understand the words in a sense, but then because of the voice,
that's what I love about music.
It can make you cry.
It's worldwide. Like, it doesn't matter what language you speak,
Exactly.
where you're from, like who, like, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, you could be saying anything, but if there's feeling behind it, then you feel it. The message will get across.
Exactly.
Still a universal
Like,
language.
So that's right.
Absolutely.
So same thing as even Fritz and Frias, love your song. And kay Sal Miranda, ay mga KUYAKUYZ, and of course Jessa Zaid, greet kay Shane and Sean. Tell them that your mom actually loves you so much. She loves you guys so much. Ayan, to Shane and to Sean. So I think that song, like, the song is actually very, of course, it's very sad. It's about, don't pick up the pieces. Again, we're not.
Right. It's about a relationship falling apart.
We're falling apart.
You can feel the pain.
Right.
Like, yeah, but again, like the way she sings, like you can really feel the pain. It's not just like you're singing it, like you know the lyrics and whatnot. But then again, like you have to feel the pain of that person singing or that person writing the song.
Thank you.
Woo! Grabe.
Ayan na, dumating ng kabayan.
Like, yeah. So, anyway, so like I heard that you have an upcoming concert here in Toronto.
Yes. So, if you follow me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, there's this awesome app called Recordgram, which I'll get into later. My username is at ELLERENEE Music. So that's El Renee Music on all platforms. If you go onto my Instagram or Facebook, in my bio, or if you scroll through my timeline, you will see there's a link to my Indiegogo campaign, which is where you can go to contribute and help me fundraise for this concert and make it happen. See you all there. There's, with everything, if you make a donation, you can get perks like a ticket to the show. You could be entered into raffles, get a shout out, all those things. So yeah, like to make this concert happen, go into my Indiegogo campaign and support. Yeah.
Do you have a date ready somehow?
There's no set date yet, so I will keep you guys updated.
Yeah,
with
for
that.
sure.
Yeah. So.
And then if you have the date, of course, like you are more than welcome to come back again and to promote the.
I'd love to
show.
be back.
Of course,
hopefully
definitely.
Will be a little bit lighter.
I know.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I am really sorry.
It's really not your fault. It's really not
To
your
be
fault.
more like Joey's been dying to ask. She noticed that you have a ring on your this ring here.
Yes.
Is that like a promise ring or what's that ring's all about?
It's a suffering.
Suffering.
Little
It's
rings.
just
I like rings, you know.
Bling bling.
But it doesn't mean anything. Not a promise ring, not a.
It's
Bakit
okay.
it's right, hindi mo na lang kasi diretsuhin.
Business.
Hindi kasi may tao sa labas.
Ba't hindi mo na lang kasi diretso? Sabihin mo na lang, El, do you have a boyfriend na ba? Well, you have the right to say that. And you have the right to ask that. Kasi, you know, police ka naman.
Sabi ni Mami,
ano?
No comment.
Ang dami kong mga tanong ngayon na hindi prepared si El.
Hindi mo kasi binrief.
Next time, babalikan ako ni El eh. Like, next time you should come back with a vengeance.
Next time, hindi na, no, I don't want to be in that show anymore.
Trust, I will be
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Kuya Joey, I'll ask you questions. Here and
Ask
there.
you all the tough and hard questions.
Yeah. Okay lang yan, basta walang mga roman-roman.
But do you have any plans to go to the Philippines or anything like that? Or have you been back to the Philippines?
I've actually never been to the Philippines, but I
Never?
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, maybe
I've actually
Tita,
never even been
it's
outside
time
of
to
North
go.
America. So
Really?
Yeah. So it'd be really awesome to, you know.
How about
Don't worry, Joey will handle the tickets.
Yeah, we can talk about it. No, seriously, di ba? Let's say talent like this, you're Filipino, and then let's say you go to ASAP.
Marketing natin.
Oh my goodness! Like speaking of Quiz Don here, he's
Ako manager.
an
Ako manager
artist.
mo.
Like siguro
He's a popular artist way back
in the Philippines,
Di naman.
1970s.
Pwede.
Like I don't know, seriously,
it's
he's
real,
actually an
it's real,
actor. Like he's an artist back in the Philippines. You heard about ABS-CBN, right? I guess. Somehow?
No,
Not really?
What that is.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
MCBN. You heard MCBN?
MCBN TV.
MCBN.TV?
Yeah,
What is that?
MCBN.
Look at them.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's a shame.
No, it's been a radio. It's okay.
Oh my god!
Okay,
No,
I have
ABS-CBN is another not radio, TV,
Yeah,
radio. They
it's-
have everything.
I thought you guys said NCBN, right?
No, there's
MCBN.
MCBN.
Media
right?
Concept Broadcasting Network.
Yes.
Like,
Dope.
like yeah. But grabe, no? So who are your what's this? Your influence ba, in terms of singing?
It's funny you guys mention Beyonce a lot because she is definitely one of my biggest inspirations. She is on the background of my phone.
Yeah. But you can tell, man. Like seriously.
Yeah, you can definitely. That's the thing with artists. You can
Young
see who they're
Beyonce.
influenced by. So
Yeah.
Beyonce is definitely up there for me.
But you have the right though. But you have there, like you have there. You have the right, and you know you can even own it. No, seriously, man. Like, say the first, your first. In fact, I was saying this. Taste of Manila. I've already mentioned that. When I saw her up there, it's like, oh my goodness, I am so proud because I know you. Yeah. So like I know you. So I'm just so proud, right?
Thank you
like,
so
oh
much.
My goodness, like that's Elle. I know her. You know, like amazing. And people were like, because sometimes even if because there's a lot of people and then it's an open stage and then for you to really capture and for you to get the people's attention, that is something.
Thank you.
You know, because you don't only sing, you also dance.
Right. That's definitely a hard part. You know,
like,
that's part of being an artist is not just the music. You know, you need to develop yourself all around. That's physically, emotionally, mentally. You know, you need to develop yourself as a person.
Exactly.
Not just in music. So
like, even that, like not talking about music, about singing. Like you also have, you know, like you can write. Do you play instruments though?
That is one thing I don't do actually.
Yet.
I don't do yet.
John will teach you how to play.
I'll teach you how to dog. I don't play. I play ukulele.
Oh yeah?
No. I'm just kidding. I wish I could.
Yeah, I have a question.
I know a couple chords on, you know, guitar.
Yeah, that's so cool, eh? Parang ganun lang. Yes, sir. Oh.
Over there. There you go. Record level. Like, who managed you? Is it here in Toronto or US?
I'm signed under a management company called Vanguard, which consists of I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Mims. He was a former rapper in like 2007. He has a song called This Is Why I'm Hot. So he's one of my managers. My main manager, my go-to guy, his name is Donovan McLeod. He used to be an A&R for Sony, and there is another guy in our group, very important guy in our group. His name is James, and they're all my managers, and they all play their role, and they're all based in New York. So.
I'm just wondering, for some reason, I remember, were you able to collaborate with Randy Jackson? Was that right?
No.
Not really?
I've collaborated with an artist who is signed under Randy
Jackson. Okay, okay. So like probably that was my recall. Like,
yeah.
So, but then again, Elle, what can we say? We are so honored. We are so proud of you, bilang Filipino.
Yes, Filipina.
I'm proud to be Filipino.
Yeah,
I'm proud to be here.
And, but maybe next time you can greet. And you can talk more Tagalog words.
Yes, I'll come here fluent. I will.
Fluent with a vengeance.
I mean, that's a little bit.
Like, yeah, I know. But thank you so much. And any last words, last comments to our listeners and to our viewers out there? Invite your page again, and but we are so looking forward for your concert. Please do keep us posted, and we will be there, and we can definitely promote it here, and then we can also help you in terms of you were saying about donations. You're talking about like then we can
So
and when you get so big, don't forget if you need bodyguard, I'm available.
I know where to look.
Hey, I'm your Kuya Joey.
I could be your driver.
All right, so for my last words, definitely, if you want to see more of me, definitely check out my social media platforms again on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All of that is Elle Renee Music, ELLERENE Music, RENEE Music. So Elle Renee Music on all platforms. Definitely check out my Indiegogo campaign to help me fundraise for a upcoming concert. I would love to see you guys all there. I will keep you updated on all my social media platforms for any upcoming events and all of that. So thank you guys for listening, and
thank you so much. One last question. Let's say in terms of your physical preparation, like what do you do? Do you work out? Do you run?
Yes. So I have a personal trainer that I train with 4 to 5 times a week.
Wow.
3 to 4 times a week. And I also have a membership at Lifetime. And I go there whenever I'm not training with that trainer. So that's what I do physically, and
Alright, again, guys, narinig nyo at na...
Dito lang yan, ha? Sa Pinoy Radio.
Do you have one more song?
Bahay Kubo.
Do you have it? I'm not sure.
Wala na?
No.
Yeah.
That's the only one that you sent, Joey.
No, I did. I sent 3.
No.
Let's say maybe one song before we leave. Before you leave.
Okay, I can play something off of YouTube. Do you guys have
Because I know the people out there are listening.
Oh, I don't. Do you guys have the adapters? Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, because that's 5, eh?
It's the 8.
At the 8. Oh, sorry.
I
the 5 to 8.
It's not here.
Like yeah. Or maybe just a sample na lang, like for the acapella, the chorus, just the chorus.
All right.
Is that okay? Like yeah, then we will fade, and then it's gonna be bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Do you guys have any requests?
How about
Beyonce song?
Any
Beyonce song?
or not Beyonce song? How about a Tagalog song?
Yeah.
Ooh, I only know one.
Sure.
Bucket pa.
Okay, go ahead.
Sige.
Yes.
Gusto ni Quiz doon yan. Yep, there you go. Yeah, bakit pa?
Okay, let's see what I remember. So, Paano di ko yata kaya Pag sa buhay ko'y wala ka Anin na pag-ibig Isa Sino aking hanapin Sino ang hanapin Sino ang magpupuno
Sa aking paglalamig
Paglalamig Bakit ka pa nakita? Bakit pa nakilala? Kung at puso ko ay iiwan mo lang At sasatahan
One more time.
Kung siya'y higit sa akin Naroon mag-apagtanamdam ito Ay aking kakayanin
Thank you all at magbabalik ang KUYAKUYZ! Ayun!
More on KUYAKUYZ craziness right after some words from our sponsors.
You already know smart investors. See the big picture when it comes to starting a business. Pure Steam Auto Spa is a franchise opportunity that can save you years and prepare you for business growth now. 75% less than the cost of other franchises and no franchise fees. Pure Steam is looking for business operators in the Toronto area at our 2018 franchise information session on February 24 and 25. Visit www.puresteam.co to register or visit us on Facebook, Pure Steam Auto Spa. Invest smart.
This February, Kabalen is cooking something truly special for you on One Fine Valentine's. Enjoy an evening filled with live acoustic entertainment with limited dining set menu paired with wine for you and your loved one, flowers, chocolates, and a souvenir snap as part of this lovely occasion. All of these for free. Plus a chance to win. Are you ready? A romantic weekend getaway for two in Niagara Falls. Here's how to join. Simply share your love stories to us. Send it to kabalenlovestories@gmail.com. Your entries will be aired online via www.pinoyradio.com beginning January 28 until Valentine's Day. 3 of these best love stories will win the romantic weekend getaway treat. For more information, come visit us at Kabalen or tune in to pinoyradio.com. One Fine Valentine.
The thing is, you can't stop thinking on one thing for your next visit kasama ang pamilya, mga kaibigan, o maging katrabaho man. Masaya talagang kumain dito. Puno ng pag-ibig ang mesa, bringing the Filipino tradition and its culture on the table. Abot kamay kabayan ng Max's, the house that fried chicken built. Kaya huwag mahiyang magkamay. Sa totoo lang, ang lasa at sarap na manok sa iyong mga daliri ang dahilan, kaya't masarap magkamay.
Max's, a Filipino dish. Call it a heritage. Call it a trademark. Call it a family thing. Max's Restaurant, where Filipinos love to eat for more than 70 years. Visit Max's of Manila, Toronto, with branches in Scarborough and Stales, corner Deffron Streets.
Mula Bukang Liwayway hanggang Takip City, PinoyRadio.com. Inyong kapiling 24/7.
In entertaining the global Pinoy.
We go above and beyond.
On air everywhere. Listen in. Look at us. Now streaming live.
On the road and rising. Reaching more Filipinos abroad.
Ito ang radyo ng Pilipino.
Across the nation, around the world.
Pinoy Radio. This time, it is everything and more.
You are listening to PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music.
You're listening to Joey A and Friends. This is KUYAKUYZ.
Welcome back! Grabe!
And friends. At least I made it friends na ako kasama ko.
Ganun ba yun? Ayan, 6:39 po. Siyempre, brought to you by Kabalen. And New Plaza Motel.
And
yes. And of course, siyempre, kay Kuya Mot. Ano Kuya Mot?
Asan si Kuya Mot? Symmetry
ba? Ayan, gusto mo na.
Ay, sino na pag-pronounce mo?
Symmetry. Ganun pa rin. Pati lang natin ang hi yung kapatid mong si Blue Orlando.
Nakikinig siya ngayon eh.
Yeah.
Physiotherapy Rehab Clinic.
Yeah, hi Blue. But I'm bluer than blue. And kay Mami Joy. Joy, grabe na Tagalog. Hindi pa rin ako nagtatagalog. Grabe, Bisaya pa rin.
Kasi mag-Bisaya ka na dong. Huwag mo nang itago-tago ba?
Ayan po, siyempre meron tayong guest ulit from Kabalen. And she's actually back with the food. Not just with a vengeance, but with a food.
I'm back with the dinakdakan.
Ayun!
With matching turon pa.
Ayun! Ayan na. Tapusin na natin ang show. Nasa medyo gutom na.
Nasa si Jonald.
Ay, syempre nandun sa kusina.
Sa kusina?
Favorite place.
Siyempre nagluluto.
Walang chef namin yun,
Uy, grabe
siya
talaga to.
Siya nagme-maintain ng aming standard.
Guys, pero ito po, mamaya na natin itong basahin. Kasi para natin, masagway. Kasi yung iba kasi, alam niyo naman na ang Kabalen nga ngayon, they are actually looking for, yun nga, yung mga love stories. Kumbaga, letter sender para yung top 18 couples, they have the chance na makapag-date sa Kabalen for free.
Yes.
And of course, yung top 3 winners have the chance to have the getaway in Niagara Falls.
1, 2, 3. Huwag na kayo maghanap sa iba.
For free! Yes! There you go. Ayan na. For free yan. Tatalon. Pang-fourth.
In-expect ko pa yung mga letters nyo, ha?
Tatalon ay sila.
So, sabihin lahat kami pwede magpadala, right?
Pwede.
Yes.
Tapos kung malalaman nila na galing kay Dan sa Pinoy Radio, hindi mananalo natin. Joke.
Set up.
Pero anyways, Nay Lenny, welcome back.
Nay Lenny.
Nay kasi tawag ko sa kanya eh. So Miss Lenny, welcome back to KUYAKUYZ.
Yes.
So kamusta naman ano naman ang progress natin sa mga letter senders natin dyan?
So far may mga sumusulat na, although syempre hindi naman natin pwede basahin lahat.
Yes.
Tapos yung mga iba nagsusulat pa. So in progress.
So sila Upeng nagsusulat pa, sila Upeng sa kasi
Saka si Mary Ann.
Mary Ann, Upeng magsulat kayo.
Ngayon tame.
Ako hinihintay ko yung sulat ni Mayora.
Uy, sino yan?
Ayan, magsulat ka na kasi Mayora. Tagal. Ayan. So, yun nga. So far, may mga letter senders na natin. And then, today nga, meron tayong isang basahing letter sender.
Yes.
Itago natin siya sa pangalang
Junjun.
Hoy, wag na tayo mag-comment, guys, kasi nagiging kahawa-hawa daw.
Okay, quiet lang tayo, quiet.
Bigay tayo ng moment para sa kanila. In respect
Tama.
Maling show yung pinuntahan mo.
I know. Kaya ngayon sinabi ko.
Subo ako.
Ito kasing show na to.
Patayin na natin yung mga ilaw.
Dapat may background music yan.
I know.
Okay, sige.
Sige, bumasa ka na?
Yes.
Okay.
Sige, bago lahat, intro muna natin.
Okay na?
Ating pong simulan ang istorya ni Junjun.
Okay. Actually, hindi to si Junjun kasi babae siya. Si Jen. Okay, hindi. Ito, meron talaga silang alias na ginamit. So, simulan ko na yung letter, okay? Ito ang sabi niya. A blessed day, everyone. I just want to share our love story that may inspire other couples too. My name is Gail. I was in 3rd year high school when I met Jake. He became our dance instructor for our JS prom. He's the type of guy na hindi naman tall, dark, and handsome, pero may appeal at very talented sa pagsayaw. Kaya naman madaling magustuhan ng mga girls. But somehow, one of my classmates introduced him to me. Wala lang, deadma, kasi he's not my type. Allergic ako sa suitors kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, ayokong magka-boyfriend during my high school days. But he was persistent to court me. Sinabihan siya ng kaibigan ko na dadaan siya sa butas ng karayom bago niya ako mapasagot. But he took it as a challenge. And ang sa isip niya, madadaan ako sa appeal and talent niya. To make the long story short, the courtship lasted for almost 2 years and 2 times ko siyang nabasted. On the 3rd time, I gave him a chance and gave my yes to be his girlfriend. I told him that I do believe na lahat ng pinaghirapan, pinapahalagahan. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, now you know bakit kita pinahirapan. Jake and I are very opposite. Homebody ako, outgoing siya. Tahimik ako, madaldal naman siya. But then we learn to catch up kung ano ang gusto ng bawat isa. Nag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and pagdating ng ika-7 years na relationship namin as boyfriend and girlfriend, the big trial of our relationship came. My aunt from Germany called my mom, telling her she has a stepson who wants to meet me and he is coming to the Philippines. In short, pupunta ng Philippines para manligaw. Na-overwhelmed naman ang nanay ko at nakalimutan yata may boyfriend na ako. Pumayag siya sa gusto ng aunt ko at kinausap ako na payagan na bumisita at i-entertain yung stepson ng aunt ko just for 2 weeks. Ang rason ng nanay ko, baka masyado lang ako nakafocus kay Jake, kaya I never gave a chance to other men. In fairness naman kasi, kung iisipin mo talaga, sa lahat ng nangligaw sa akin, Jake seems to be the least of my options. But I never saw him that way. Kasi I value his patience and perseverance. Na mapasagot ako. Matira ang matibay. At siya ang natira. Of course, I was torn between my family and Jake. I understand my mom that all she wants is for me to have a better future. Kung tutuusin, yung stepson ng aunt ko, gwapo, well-settled na, almost same age with me. And Filipino style din dahil pinalaki ng aunt ko. Walang problema kung tutuusin sa part niya. Ang problema lang ay ako, dahil may boyfriend na ako. Eventually, I convinced Jake na magpretend ako na hindi ko siya boyfriend for 2 weeks, habang nasa Pinas ang stepson ng aunt ko. We both knew it's going to be hard. We cried a lot in this situation, but in the end, Jake agreed for the sake na hindi ako mahirapan between him and my family. In those 2 weeks, hindi kami nagkita. Limited ang texts and calls namin, but we survived. I thought everything is okay na. After that, my aunt called to tell me that his stepson fell in love with me and is willing to go back to the Philippines or process papers for me to visit Germany. My family wants me to agree again to see the other side of the world because maybe I'm just so blind with Jake that I'm ignoring this opportunity. So I did it again for my family. While the stepson of my aunt processed my papers in Germany, hindi alam ni Jake na pumayag ako. Na in a few months time, pwede akong umalis. So while still waiting, I kept praying to God na wag ma-approve ang visa ko. But God has a different plan. My visa was approved and anytime within 2 months, I can go to Germany. Sleepless nights went on to how I can tell Jake. 7 years of our relationship is not easy to give up. He was a very loving, sweet, and loyal boyfriend. I kept praying to God to make me do the right thing. So I scheduled a date with Jake to tell him. I was nervous, sad, too many mixed emotions. During that moment, when I told him, he was shocked and crying. He asked me why I lied to him. I explained that I did it for my family. But because of his love for me, he never hated me instead. He asked me to marry him. Now I'm the one who was even more shocked. I don't know what to think or what to do, but he promised me one thing. Sinabi niya, hindi kita papabayaan and I promise to love you for the rest of my life. In that moment, I saw how sincere he was. And without thinking of my family and the troubles that may come, I said yes to Jake. Within a month, we arranged our church wedding and my family was upset. But in the end, they tried to accept it. We are now in our 12 years of marriage with a 9-year-old daughter, and I'm also 5 months pregnant to our second one. I may not be in Germany, but I'm here now in Canada, living with the man I love. It's not easy to start our life here, but as long as we're together and God is with us, everything will be okay. So ito yung ending ng kanyang letter. Sabi niya, meron siyang parang quote, "Life is about choices, and whatever consequences that you might have in the choice that you made, face it and embrace it. Love conquers all, and when there is love, everything follows. Respect, patience, trust, loyalty. Our marriage is not perfect, and it will never be, but it will always be the best. Thank you, Kabalen, for the opportunity and more power. God
Ay! Panalo ka na! alam na this.
Joey ka ba nagpadala dyan?
No comment ako dun sa pero no comment ako dun sa letter sender niyan. But again, very very inspiring yung love story na yun.
Medyo naiyak ako dun kanina.
Ang hirap naman nun. Sandali, bakit di ko maintindihan? Yung tita niya, merong stepson, ba't mo pa i-ano dun sa pamangkin mo? Parang, let's say kung sila nagkatuluyan.
Incest? Hindi naman kasi
Hindi, pero parang iba pa rin kasi tita mo yun
siguro sa tita niya, parang
alam ko walang blood relation, pero still, tita mo yun
Pero sa mo siguro kasi nga sabi nga niya, parang yun, gusto lang ng family niya.
That's weird.
Gusto lang ng family niya yung parang magkaroon siya ng better future.
Hindi kasi mayaman yun tapos yung mga wag na natin ibigay sa iba. Tayo lang pre, yung mga ganun lang. Ayan, lumabas na naman yung pagkakulit namin kasi kanina babe kung alam mo lang.
But at least we gave the story a chance. Kasi yun naman yung gusto nila.
Tama naman yun. This is actually very true.
Totoo yan.
In fact, may mga listeners tayo all the way from Tucson, Arizona, Michael Mariano, and watching from Macau, June Vitug.
Hello po sa inyo.
From Arizona.
Where in Arizona?
In Tucson, Arizona. Yeah. So yun. Sorry. So yun nga, bali, even if you're not here in Canada, if you have a love story to tell, just email it to
kabalenlovestories@gmail.com.
Ayan, di ba? Kasi pwede rin natin, malay nyo, baka mabasa rin natin. And then, kung hindi man kayo makakarating dito, ang Niagara Falls ang ipapadala namin dyan sa inyo. Kung nasaan mang dako kayo ng mundo.
O kaya mapadala natin sila ng dinikdikan.
Or dinakdakan.
Alam mo, yan dapat world famous na dinakdakan na yan Talaga.
Dinakdakan ba yun? Sorry.
Dinakdakan. Ang sarap.
Ang sarap.
Kinumpleto ko with rice pa yun. Sweet dessert.
Mas
perfect na sa'yo yan doon kasi nagugutom ka. Pero bago tayo kasi we still have time, don't worry. Ito po, kasi yung pa-contest po ng Kabalen, in fact, exclusive pa rin sa Kabalen on February 17, 7 p.m. We also invite you and your loved one to enjoy a romantic evening filled with live acoustic entertainment and savor our limited fine dining menu, complete with wine pairing to enhance your dining experience. And flowers, ito pa, the best.
What?
Flowers
with
chocolates. Flowers, ano ba tama? Chocolates?
Tama yun.
Chocolates.
Whatever comes out.
Or chocolate.
Gusto ko yung una.
Flowers, chocolates. And a souvenir. And souvenir Instax photo will also be given for a truly memorable Valentine's Day. All of these for only $60 per couple na yan,
Couple na yun, couple.
Kung hindi man kayo magpapadala, if you're not gonna send kasi yung story nyo medyo pangit, so hindi
naman pangit, pero baka gusto nilang more private.
Joke lang. So pwede pa rin kayong pumunta sa Kabalen.
Hindi, alam mo talaga pag natikman nila nakakain sa Kabalen, babalik sila dyan.
Ano yung natikman doon?
Napansin ko, lagi ka doon suki namin.
Ano yun?
Kasi
ako yun.
Speaking of matikman, yan tinan mo si Karel. What about my live story? Pang teleserye yun, no? Live story. Girl,
basta ma-squeeze niya sa 2 pages. That's fine.
Sige na, girl. Ito, alam ko, kasi kilala ko ito. Napaka ang ganda ng story nito.
Ang font 3.
Yun yung tipo magpagaling-galong ka na. And especially kay Ate Joanne. Si Ate Joanne, magpadala ka na rin, Ate Joanne. Like yung tinatago mong boyfriend.
Uy.
So ngayon, ilabas na yan.
Ilabas na.
Na-notice ko lang, share ko lang sa inyo. Pag binabasa ko yung mga love stories nila, iba-iba talaga yung mga parang pinaghuhugutan. Merong like...
Like what?
Pwedeng kasi ang parang merong against ang family.
Okay.
Or pwede naman kasi yung work,
Parang
may
MMK
problem
ang
sa
dating,
work.
parang
mga
ganon,
ganun.
no?
Para talagang ganun. So, para tayong mini MMK.
Akala ko sasabihin mo, mini-mini mo. Parang mini-mini mo. Pero actually, kung siguro sa'yo naman na nakikita mo lahat ng mga stories, di ba?
Yes.
So, parang naaaliw ka rin. Naaaliw ka rin magbasa. Oo, lalo na yung sa mga kaaliw-aliw at yung medyo hindi siya typical at saka traditional na love story.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Alam mo yung unang yung pagkakwento niya, yung pagkabasa niya pala nung kwentong yan.
Alam mo na?
Parang na-imagine ko si Joey.
Magaling sumayaw.
Yung porket sinabi mo nga hindi siya kagwapuhan, hindi siya katangkaran, doon ako nasaktan doon. Yung okay na yung sinasabi niya. Doon ako nasaktan nung sinabi niyang hindi siya katangkaran, hindi siya kagwapuhan, tapos bigla siyang tumingin sa akin. May pagkabastos din doon, nahaheart ako. Wala na nga tapos ganun pa rin ang mararamdaman ng aking puso.
Ano nangyari kay Brando?
Si Brando, pinahay kay kasi dumating na rin si Jake. Si Jake na inagaw si Jake.
Sandali, babalik. Instead of Brando, kamusta naman si Lovey mo? Si Papi.
Ay, sabi ko nga gawa rin siya ng love letter. Love story pala.
Hindi, kailan dating ni Papi?
Soon.
Yes. May it happen, may it not.
Yeah, pwede. Kaya nga sabi ko, susunduin ko siya eh.
Susunduin pala.
Susunduin ko siya.
Hatid sundo?
Kayo ba? Okay.
So far, ilan na yung mga nagpapadala ng mga letters?
So far,
so good.
So far,
sa bilang ko to be honest, 6 pa lang.
Wow. So malaki pa pag-asa na
malaki. Meron pa. So, di ba, sabi ko, di ba, at least 18. So,
lahat pasok kayo.
Lahat pasok.
Oo.
May nagtatanong kasi sa isang letter ba, ilang letters daw kailangan na ilagay?
What do you mean? Iba-ibang ba yan? Love story.
10 letters. 100. Yung maximum, mga 500 words.
Oh.
Parang ganun.
Paano mga 2 pages?
Kapag type daw,
45 per minute daw?
Dami requirements.
No, parang gano'n.
Ano lang yung tanong, kung totoong nangyari sa inyo,
yung
kung ano yung totoong nangyari sa inyo, pwede ba magpadala ng hindi kayo yung story?
Pwede. Like, kunyari, meron sila mga stories na alam nila or familiar sila, pero nahihiya yung couple na yun to share. Pwedeng sila, pero yung couple pa rin na yun ang pupunta.
Kaya nga, ang grabe naman yung couple, nahihiya mag-share, pero kung sa kainan sila na pupunta. Uy, mahihiya naman yung couple, kaya na magsulat,
pero kasi ibig sabihin, parang, kumbaga masyado siyang nai-inspire sa couple na yon, kaya gusto niyang at least makapag-dinner man lang for free.
Tama.
Makapag-celebrate.
Pero bago ko makalimutan, siyempre gusto ko lang ipakita yung aking suot ulit sa mga late tuners dyan. Basahin mo, Nailen.
Basahin mo.
Mayroon naman talagang forever. Choosy lang ako.
Di ba? Ganon yun. Nakala nyo, ha?
Sabihin mo sa Cebuano yan.
Paano?
Sa Cebuano, na-agree forever, pero pilian lang ko. Choosy lang ako. Ayun.
Di totoo naman talaga yun eh. Kasi kung gusto mo talaga makakuha ng totoong mamahalin mo, minsan hindi mo kinukonsider yung mga nirereto sa'yo eh. Gusto mo yung kusang darating sa'yo.
Pero sa panahon ngayon, paano kung like mga 70 ka na, di ba? Choosy ka pa rin ba?
Hindi, kung ano lang dumaan sa harap.
Sunggab na!
Diba?
Ayan. Ay, milagro, hindi pa dumating si Elaine, ha? Baka nakaramdam. Wala ba si Elaine? Nandito ba siya?
Wala. Hindi kasi pag may extended daw to.
Extended version to. Kasi nandito ang kabalin.
Babasahin yung mga, yung other letters. Ayan. Pero talagang very exciting tong February month. Love month kasi. Kasi parang, well, dapat lang din naman kasi isipin natin. Hindi lang, especially for the couples, na hindi lang naman dapat Valentine's or dapat February lang kayo mag-celebrate ng or become sweeter or more sweet kumbaga or more effort, di ba? Like, it should be every day.
Every day, tama. At saka hindi lang ito yung buwan na, hindi lang ito yung okasyon na buwan na pupunta kayo ng kabila. Araw-araw kayo pupunta ng kabila.
Diba? Open po kami every day, Monday to Sunday, from 10 to 9 p.m.
Ano yung address ulit?
3778 Butter Street.
Ayun.
Ayun.
Corner of Batters and Wilson lang. So, madali lang makita.
Saka hindi lang yung kalabuan mo ang pwede mong i-date, kundi yung parents mo, yung friend mo,
mga
diba,
kaibigan.
Mga, gano'n, hanggang doon na lang ako. Hanggang friends lang. Wala naman tayong
imaginary friend.
Kayo na. Kayo na masaya.
Kayo na ba? Hindi, Joey. Ano lang yun?
Ay, sandali. Meron pa pala. So, open din kami for party reservation. So, pag may mga parties kayo, capacity namin at least 60.
Tama.
We can host your parties. So, para alam mo yun, hassle-free na, mas convenient. Di ka na mag-iisip ng venue, di ka na mag-iisip ng kakainin. Nandun na lahat.
Kasi na maghuhugas sa pinggan.
Tama.
Meron kayong, di ba, breakfast? Meron kayong breakfast.
May breakfast pa kami.
Speaking of breakfast ng Kabaleng gabi, sobrang panalo talaga yung gabi. Hindi mo matatawag na longganisa.
Ano ba yung menu?
Or tosilog. Ayan, may longganisa, may tosilog, may
pakaplog.
Oo, may tosino, puro tosilog, tapsilog, may baka silog.
At ano yun?
Oo, may ano pa ba? May parang may silog kayo
Pakaplog.
Andun lahat, grabe.
Andun na nga lahat.
Meron soup number 5.
Oo.
Ay, teka.
Soup ni Mayor.
Baka maghanap sila na.
Bro, dapat masarap yung beef sa ganito na Lenny. Next time, magdala ka dito ng parang coupon. Sabihin na natin $5 discount. Yan.
Pwede ba
ibibigay natin sa mga listeners natin. Pag sino yung tatawa.
Magsulat ka na. Pirmahan na lang.
Hindi, dapat kasi may yung coupon talaga.
Coupon talaga.
IOU na lang.
Yeah. Kasi in the works din yun.
Ayun.
In the works.
For approval
Next week magdadala na.
May tumating.
Ayan na. Akala namin hindi na siya darating
Extend tayo, hindi pala. Ayun na si Mami E. Hello, Mami E!
At dumating na po siya. Akala namin hindi na siya darating. Ayan po. Pero syempre, again, invitahan natin ang lahat ng mga listeners natin to send their letters, their love letters.
Okay, so sa mga hindi pa po nagpapadala ng love stories nila, open pa rin po tayo until next week. So, magpadala po kayo at least maximum of 2 pages lang po para mas madali pong basahin. Share your stories and you could win a free dinner for 2 at Kabalen. So, fine dining po yung setup with free flowers, chocolates, and souvenir photo, and then a chance to win a weekend getaway in Niagara Falls. Sa mga hindi naman po, like medyo nahihiya po mag-share, naintindihan po namin kayo, pero kung gusto niyo pa rin po mag-spend ng fine dining or kumbaga magkaroon ng fine dining experience at Kabalen, you are welcome po. But you need to, kasi ano po lang to, limited. So, kailangan magpa-reserve kayo agad. Call us at, ang phone number po namin is 647-352-7222. So, ang dinner package is worth $60 only. So, kumbaga yung may experience nyo is the same as dun sa mga nagpadala ng mga love stories nila. So, ayun po. Thank you po for Pinoy Radio for having me again.
You're welcome.
It's an honor and our pleasure.
So, mamaya, hindi nakdakan. Naka-ready na.
Oo nga i-end na natin tong show na to.
Para makakain na.
Para makakain tayo. Oo. Ayun, so, ito na naman po, 2 oras. Tapos na, ay, hindi pa. Meron pa, sige.
Yung ano ko kasi, yung anak ko, Lalin, baby. Nagpapahay siya, sabi, mama, ba di mo ako hinay? So, hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Si Papi, hi ka na kay Papi.
Hi, Papi.
Aso lang, aso.
Ayun, wala na ha. Pwede na ako mag-closing.
Okay, pwede na.
Ayun, at ito na naman po ang inyong number 1 na Gwapolis. Wala po kasi si number 2 kaya ako number 1. Ang nagsasabing ang tunay na lalaki ay stick to one. Hindi parang kape na 3-in-1.
Ay, gusto ko yan.
At kung wala kayo forever, nandito ako, Ryan Pepper, at your service. Hindi massage, kundi kaibigan lang.
Ay! Siyempre, gusto natin batiin ang napakamagsayang happy birthday, DJ Ryan Pepper! Happy birthday, and of course, kay Carla.
Happy birthday!
Sa'yo, dinakdakan.
Sa'yo ang lahat. Ayan po, siyempre, magpapaalam na kami.
Kay Carla, happy birthday,
Carla. Kay Carla, baby. Escalano, happy birthday po. And of course, siyempre, inyong lingkod, si Joey A. Paul, nagsasabing maliit man sa inyong paningin. Pag humirit, maliit pa rin. See you next week!
Thank you.
Ayun, bye-bye! Bye! Meron talaga forever, choosy lang ako. Whatever, bye-bye!
Bye!
Sumayin niyo ang isa na namang nakatutuwang kaganapan ng palatuntunang Kuya Kuz.
Quiz. Riot na programa ni Quiz Joey Abrinilla kasama ang masayang tropa. O paano mga Quiz? Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, ganap na alas 5 ng hapon sa Pinoy Radio. Kaya't huwag nang mag-atubili pa. Kuya Quiz!
Saan man mapunta, hinahanap-hanap kita. Nais ko ay marinig, ganda ng iyong tinig. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, lumipas man